Hello everyone and welcome back to Turkish Spotlight Secrets, your channel for all the emotional behind-the-scenes moments, heartfelt updates, and intimate details about your favorite stars. If you're someone who loves keeping up with Baktaş and the world of Turkish entertainment, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the join button for more exclusive content. Now, let's dive into today's incredibly touching story. Baktaş, an actor who has captivated viewers with his on-screen depth and off-screen charm, recently shared something deeply personal and vulnerable. It wasn't another new project announcement or a media appearance. This time, Barış chose to share a chapter of his personal life that many fans never expected to read: the end of his marriage with Gülüm Baktaş. After several years of marriage, the couple has officially decided to go their separate ways. Barış, who has long been admired not just for his roles in hit television series, but also for his sincerity, opened up in a social media post that quickly drew attention across the country. He didn't point fingers, he didn't dramatize. Instead, what he offered was something far more real, a message filled with gratitude, sadness, and deep reflection. According to his heartfelt post, their decision to divorce came after much thought and was rooted in mutual understanding. He described the emotional journey they had shared, acknowledging the love, the memories, and the lessons that came with it. For Barış, this wasn't just a goodbye, it was a tribute, a farewell that honored the time they had spent together rather than erasing it. He spoke about the early days of their marriage, the quiet evenings, the laughter that echoed through their home, and the bond that once made them inseparable. Sometimes love transforms, he wrote. Sometimes the path you walk together slowly splits into two, not out of bitterness, but because your steps begin to follow different rhythms. He made it clear that despite the distance that had formed between them, there was no animosity. Quite the opposite. His words were laced with admiration for Gülüm, calling her a kind soul, a devoted partner, and someone who had played a formative role in shaping his life both personally and professionally. Fans were especially moved by the way he spoke about her. There were no accusations, no drama, just a quiet acknowledgement that some stories, even the beautiful ones, have endings. And sometimes those endings are written with grace. It's rare to see such honesty in the spotlight. Most celebrity breakups are either wrapped in scandal or completely hidden away. But Barış took another route, one that resonated deeply with his fans and even with those who didn't follow his career closely. His words reminded many that love isn't always about forever. Sometimes, it's about the growth you experience during the time you share. The emotional note quickly went viral. Thousands of fans commented, offering their support, expressing heartbreak, and thanking him for his vulnerability. Some wrote that his message gave them closure for their own experiences. Others shared personal stories of heartbreak, inspired by Barış's courage to speak openly. In the days that followed, many wondered how Gülüm would respond. Would she share her own version of the story? So far, she has remained silent, perhaps out of respect for the privacy they once promised each other, or perhaps because some goodbyes are best left without too many words. Friends close to the couple have said that the decision wasn't abrupt, that over the last year, they had quietly grown apart. While both were focused on their careers and personal goals, the connection between them slowly shifted. What once brought them together started to pull them in different directions. Still, those who know them best say that their split was filled with maturity and compassion. They met several times privately before coming to the decision. They cried, they laughed, and most of all they listened. It wasn't an easy goodbye, but it was a respectful one. In the entertainment world, this type of separation, one without scandal, anger, or spectacle, is almost unheard of. But then again, Barış has always been different. Grounded, introspective, focused more on depth than display. He ended his message with a simple but powerful wish: I hope she finds the peace, happiness, and light she deserves, even if it's not beside me. It was a sentence that said everything. Since the announcement, Barış has taken a step back from the spotlight. He's reportedly spending more time with family, traveling, and focusing on new creative projects. Insiders suggest he's even been writing not scripts or screenplays, but personal reflections, perhaps to someday turn into a memoir. Meanwhile, fans continue to show their support, not just for Bar but for the way he chose to share this vulnerable moment. It's become a lesson in how to say goodbye not with bitterness, but with love, not with denial, but with acceptance. Some sources say that Bar and GLM may still remain friends, that despite the end of their marriage, their respect for each other endures. And that, perhaps, is the most important takeaway from this story. In a world that often celebrates loud drama and messy endings, this quiet, dignified farewell stands as a reminder. Sometimes the strongest kind of love is the one that lets go. We'll be keeping a close eye on Bar's next steps both professionally and personally. But one thing is for sure, he has reminded all of us that there is strength in vulnerability and beauty in endings handled with care. Thank you so much for watching and for being part of this moment with us here at Turkish Spotlight Secrets. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next story. Until then, take care, and remember, not all love stories are meant to last forever, but that doesn't make them any less real.